show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over facts over facts. Erase all the past and the pain is.
Here she is. She is out the box. She looks absolutely fantastic and very, very cute. And I'm glad that she's the one to start off my collection of this particular brand in the Figma range. So literally, let's have a look what she has. So here, if you can just see it, she has the kind of embarrassed, like the kind of, oh my god, he's noticed me, yay type, you know, the shyness which always comes up in most of the anime characters when they all get embarrassed, or if they like a guy or girl. Here you have like the kind of the collar, and here is like the kind of life ring. The head moves around up and down, and even the hair when we look at the back. These things here move, but they do come off quite a lot, but I'm guessing that you can pose them. Just be careful and don't lose them. When we move down here, we can see that the oh, there you go, we can see that the arm joints move up and down, and the fact that it can move forward and back in any direction. The hand originally, when I first got it, looked really weird, but you have a ball joint which is easy enough to pull the hands off and slot them in, rather than like say the other ones which I've had problems with in the past with some of the Figma. It doesn't feel like I'm going to break it, but it does go on easy enough. So again, we have the arm. Originally, like they will become quite stiff, but you can move them down a little bit or move them up into place so you can pose them and doing what you want. With all figures, it becomes stiff for the first time. So we can see that the joint moves quite easily, and again, the hands move around. You have the little boat here, which is when I'm guessing when she attacks with the missiles at the back, little steam comes up, which you get the ability, get the accessory to put it back on. You can see the buttons going down the kind of the jacket or the top, and again here you can see like the little thing. They look like little faces, but I'm guessing it's part in the anime which I've seen is like the missiles and all that kind of like join on when they're in boat mode. It's a really weird but really cool anime, and I'm starting to enjoy it. I'm only on episode 2. Again, I'm guessing these are all kind of supports. You can see that like the type of suspender, and then again like the kind of like, I'm thinking it's just literally something to help them move when in the actual anime themselves. You can tell that the detail on it is like the little things. They've really gone to town like on the little things, like rather than just having it like blank or just nothing there. You know, they've sketched in and they've sculpted everything around about it just there and there. This kind of socks, but I don't know if it's a special material or if it's actually boots or whatnot, but you can tell that there's the stripes there, leads in, like even on the, if you can see them just there on the when you run your finger over it, it does actually feel like her knees and not just like a normal piece of plastic. When we look at the ball joints at the bottom, we can tell that, you know, you can move them in any way, and they are like shoes. And literally, as you can tell here, from on the anime, they literally go across the water with these things, and they're kind of like jets. I think it's really cool, to be honest. You can move the feet up and down. Now, be careful when they're first brand new, because they are stiff, and over time they will bend, and they will make things easier. The kind of added support makes it a nice one to stand up. It does take a little bit of time, not too much, just to get the right balance. So let's have a look at the head. Now these things do fall off a little bit, but that's because I haven't put them in tight enough. But once they're in there, they're absolutely fine. Now I think you can move the actual head. Yeah, so you can move them slightly. I wouldn't do it all the time. As you say, that's just popped off, but you can pose it and move it around on the ball joint. As you can tell from here, there's a ball joint there which just easily moves in. So I wouldn't move these around. I don't think they are actually intended to. I actually thought you could, but you can move these any way you want. Now the back of the hair I found is that you can twist it. It's not one piece, it's kind of a two piece. When I take off a head, you can be able to see what we can do. So here you've got the lines just there and literally spiked at the bottom, which is actually a fantastic thing, and it does give that anime hair type feel. Now this is kind of her gun mode, if we move that up there, so just underneath you can see, if we can do it, you've got there, if you can see it, you've got the kind of like the school outfit that they have in the show. Here you actually have the ability to put the stand in, to actually have it display, and rather than like some of the others that I've noticed, this one actually goes in quite easily and doesn't fall out or have to push it in, so it slots in absolutely perfect. With the rockets that she has, it is movable to what you want, and you can, if you want, take it away to leave here the actual place to hold it, and any other accessories that you wanted to put in. Here, if you can see, is for the little gunship that they have on the side, that she uses in the anime. I've not seen it yet how she uses it, but it can attach quite easily, and I'm going to go over why. It moves around in a ball joint, just like the hand, and you can change it around, I think, by just moving it around. This is easy enough to attach back in, just like that. So let's have a look at the bottom part. Here you have the kind of lines from obviously the kind of girders, as well as the whatever that she uses to attach them onto. Here you have the grey parts where it combines, and again you have the kind of sock detail that which leads into the boots. The joints are red, so they're not a grey or a different colour, so it matches in perfectly well with the actual figure. As we mentioned before, here you have the back of the shoes, and it's the kind of jet. I think that actually kind of in the anime when she's moving along, they're actually kind of like rudders or something, hence it would be for the boat, to make them able to steer around, which I think is cool. It's a different type of anime, it's absolutely fun, and I'm really enjoying it so far. But it's easy enough to move around and absolutely perfect. Now with the figure, it moves, the arms move up and down quite easily. You can move them about and you can do what you want. The hands will move around very easily, so you can put it in any sort of position you want. They do come off quite easily a little bit, just a little pull and the hand comes off, but when you put it in again, it's absolutely fine. Like that, one click, and there's no like, oh, am I going to break it? Am I going to break it? You're not. As long as you don't kind of put too much pressure on it, you should be fine. Now again, with the knees, they're absolutely fine with stressing, and again, you can move those up and down with ease just there. So absolutely fine. These will be stiff a little bit, but it does over time become a lot easier. With the head, as I mentioned before, you can take it off like so. So I'm guessing with any of the extras I've seen with some of the other ones you can get, you may be able to put it in. As I was mentioning to the hair, it's not two-piece, so you can change it and you can move it about. So you can give her some extra, and it's all kind of in a pivot right there. These do come off, as I've said, but you can easily put them back on, bam, straight away. The head is quite unique, and again, it looks really weird, like it's a monster, but you can obviously put a head back on quite easily. Yeah. Just be careful, because obviously you don't want to break the figure by putting enough pressure. That's why I did it off camera. Some of the other extras you get with this one is here. I was wondering when I was looking in the instruction, how do I take this off? You literally just push that there. Make sure you keep this piece safe, but then it attaches on to her. So I'm going to move her arm up. You can literally attach it in there. Make sure it's in tight, like so, and things are absolutely okay. So she actually has the gunship attachment, which you saw at the very beginning of the video. These move up and down, so it's really cool, and it's got a little face there. This does come off, so I'm guessing that there could be some upgrades. So like so, you can put something on, but you can see there you can add stuff. So they may become like a huge fleet, and then you can combine them all together or change them if need be. We're going to look at the face. Obviously when you take this off, the hair comes off quite easily, and I always think it looks really weird when you take the face off like so. So it easily comes off. You can see that there's a ball joint there, and then you can change her face like so, and just pop it in. So this one, she's smiling and still quite like shy. She's like, ah, but you can tell that it makes difference to the actual figure. The eyes, again, are exactly the same. So we can take this off, and this one off. Just be careful not to put too much pressure on. And that one, she looks a little bit more like kind of annoyed and looking away. So there you go. So again, she's kind of looking off to this way, but it looks fantastic. Just literally, you can give her a different perspective if you're using it or posing her in different ways. That one, she's, as I say, looks like she's not really caring at all. And then the last little thing is, as I said, you take the little hat off and you add in the little piece of steam. It just goes on top. It kind of just gives a whole little difference towards the character, and it looks like it's a little heart, so it's absolutely fine. It looks kind of cool, and there you go. She is all ready to go into battle to save her friends. So there we go, Rangers. This is a beautiful figure. I'm so glad to add it to my collection, and I can't wait to build the rest of the fleet. Now let me know down below, would you get this, yes or no? And what was your first one if you collected this? Let me know down below in the comments. If you've liked this video, like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. Check out Yeah Games and all that lovely goodness. And as always, Rangers, thanks for watching, and I will see you in a bit.